Hola, it's me, Edua. I would like to say some words about my trip in Argentina. I would like to start first with the pieces which I was playing at Usina dell'Arte with a great pianist Sebastian Achenbach, who jumped into the concert because we had some difficulties. We, like always, also Hungarians have difficulties, not only the Argentinian. So he was great. So he studied very quickly the whole thing. We played Sergio Parotti Sonata number 7. Then we played von Daniel Doura, Escenas Urbanas. Then Gilardi Sonata and Ezequiel Diaz Sonata for violin and piano. So it was a huge program, and he studied in one day. So I would like to tell you about it because I was very thankful to this young pianist, Sebastian, who made a huge contribution to this project. And we worked very well, I think. It made me very happy to see there are really great pianists, not only in Europe, because we think we always have the best musician of the world, and Vienna is the best place. And I think perhaps not. So we have great musicians in Argentina. I think now I see and I feel it because I was there and we worked together. So we had a great time. And I would like to say something about the first piece, Sonata number 7. It was a world premiere by Sergio Parotti. I really wanted to make this sonata, especially this sonata, because he wrote many things, a lot of sonatas and pieces, but I was thinking about why not the world premiere again, because I think it's always very important that pieces will be played by us, and there are some pieces that those never going to premiered. So I wanted this opus 31st number 8. I liked the sonata very much. At the beginning I didn't understand it because when you just study like a violin player a sonata and you don't hear anything, the chords, the structure and nothing, because you play only the violin. I always think I am very poor. I would like to play piano as well. So when you are alone and you work on the sonata, I didn't know that it was such a good piece. There is some strength inside. He write always so the structure is like always jumping from one tempo to the other, and of course you have to find suddenly the new character, the new tempo, but it's somehow very strict. But I like to be strict also in the music, and you can be even free in this structure. And when you find the character of this sonata, then you will like it very much. And what can I say? What else can I say that you have to listen to it? Perhaps there is a recording by us, played by us, of course. There is a YouTube recording already. So that was Sergio Parotti, and of course it's always like this. I like very much working with the composer together, so that just because your ideas, they are very important. You are somehow like a composer, but of course, when you only practicing and you don't know, sometimes if you are on the right road, you get a little bit confused sometimes. And it's a nice feeling to work with the composer, that he or she make you sure that you do a good job, and it makes you feel good. So when you get to the stage, then probably you play it a little bit different. So we couldn't work that much with Sergio, but he came to the main rehearsal, and then he was very happy. Then finally I knew that we made good work before, so good rehearsal. The next piece, Daniel Doura, he was amazing. He just came to our rehearsal and he was listening very carefully. And of course, the piece was not very easy somehow. But of course, we played it like very good students, I think. We made our best. And then he came and he said something that we have to imagine. Of course, I always try my best. I always try to tell a story. You're a messenger. You have to tell a story. And this Escenas Urbanas is about life. And then he told us something about life and how it should be. Like perhaps a woman comes, or walking on the street, or she's going to she's going for shopping, and she doesn't like this cloth or something, and make grimace and it's everything inside in this music. So there is tango, there is something very, very calm, very peaceful moments. Then there is very capriccioso. Then it's some crazy stuff inside. Also with the tempo, it was technical. It's a challenge, and it has to be rapido. So to have worked with him, with Daniel, it opened our eyes again and again, because we every day we have to restart and rethink. How is it? What about music? What do we want to do? And he is the person, I think, who always think. Not with the brain, but with the heart about music, and then to tell our own story. It was really a great meeting. Thank you very much for it. So, the next piece, the Ezequiel Diz, we didn't work with him because he came from another city and we couldn't make it. So we just prepared the sonata. We played the second and the third movement. And of course, it's a long sonata. It remembered me somehow Schubert, because Schubert always works with one theme, and then he makes in another, like a modulation. Always lacks structure and the idea the same, but he's traveling in the modulation. And somehow I had to think about it. And he also playing with the modulations a lot. The second movement, I think I fall in love with the second movement because it's such a nice melody, and somehow it's a little bit also sad, and I like it. I like sadness because I'm a Hungarian, so I think the Argentinian people and the Hungarians are very, very similar. Somehow we are related. Perhaps, we are related. Somehow our souls, and I know, and I feel it. And the third movement, it's really a challenge for both of us, because it's like Beethoven Kreutzer Sonata, I think. The piano and the violin are almost competing with each other, and it's very virtuous somehow. But I think we managed it. We managed it, and he was very, very happy about the piece. Even we never practiced together. And the last piece was the Sonata Popular Argentina, Gilardi. I have to tell you that was my first time when I really played a real Argentinian a piece from an Argentinian composer, and somehow I feel the music. I think it's again like for me like a Hungarian soul, and you have to take all your liberté. It's very free, and you get together with the pianist, of course, but you have to necessarily you have to make to take your time in the music, because Argentinian music for me it comes from deep from the heart, and it's somehow sometimes crying, sometimes laughing. This is dancing. Everything is inside. So it's a great piece. It's a great sonata, and it's a difficult sonata. I am very thankful to have been a part of this project, to Lucio Bruno Videla, who is the vice president now, to the association. And I'm very thankful to all the composers who made it possible. And we made it possible to play those projects, play those pieces. We live in the 21st century, and it's our duty to do this. So I'm very happy. Let's see.